The age of the universe is 13.8 billion years. The age of the object in question is approximately 3 times greater than that of the Earth and surpasses the age of humankind by many millions of years. Thanks to the marvels of modern science, the story can be traced back to nearly the beginning. And so, we travel back to the very first moments. Going back even further, however, proves to be an incredibly difficult task, although not entirely impossible. Welcome to AWZ News. Today, we will be exploring the extraordinary question of what existed before the Big Bang. Do you require answers to life's profound inquiries? Is the individual always curious? The narrator suggests subscribing to Unveiled for more clips like the one just watched. The user suggests ringing the bell for additional thought-provoking content. The most renowned and widely accepted model for the origin of the universe is the Big Bang Theory. According to this theory, at the start of time, approximately 13.8 billion years ago, an incredibly dense singularity existed. Suddenly, it exploded and created all the matter and energy that exist in the universe today. It is important to note that the emergence of big celestial bodies such as planets and stars did not occur instantaneously. Rather, they are the result of a gradual process of cosmic evolution that has taken millions of years. The matter at hand cannot be simplified into a mere list of ingredients. If one were to have been present throughout the lifetime of the universe, they would have witnessed the fusion of basic elementary particles into more complex particles, the formation of atoms into basic molecules, the combination of molecules into matter, and the merging of massive swirls of gas and dust into rock and ice. Eventually, galaxies became populated with stars, planets, moons, and asteroids. Across an expanding plane known as space, all of this occurred. As of today, the expansion continues to accelerate. Thus, there exist several suggestions regarding the potential ways in which the universe may eventually come to an end. The Big Rip and heat death, also known as the Big Freeze, are two of the primary contenders if the universe continues to expand indefinitely. The user's statement highlights the usefulness of the Big Bang Theory in explaining the earliest moments of the universe, including the Planck epoch, the briefest moment at the inception of time. However, as with any scientific theory, the Big Bang also has its share of problems. The biggest predicament, or rather, the most challenging to explain, is the events that occurred prior to the singularity that initiated everything. In the realm of physics, it is plausible that a single point could contain all that has ever existed within its boundless mass. This notion appears to be reasonable. However, the question arises, how did that solitary point come into existence? As we delve into the matter, one may wonder, if that solitary point existed in a void, was it truly encompassed by nothingness, or was there something else surrounding it? The question posed is whether nothing can be considered something or if it truly represents the absence of anything. The situation is quite perplexing. For some individuals, however, this is not the case. Multiple theories exist regarding what existed before the Big Bang. One of the simplest tasks requires a seismic reinterpretation of our perception of the universe. According to the traditional notion, the universe is considered to be a single entity encompassing everything, as indicated by its prefix uni. The world we inhabit is not a triniverse, meaning it is not a confirmed reality consisting of 3 tiers where the triple nature is essential to its functioning. In the minds of many, the universe represents the complete extent of reality. But is it really? In the past few decades, it has been proven by science that one does not require science fiction, divine inspiration, or mere speculation to establish the possibility of a multiverse. In the world of cosmology, a new theory has emerged known as brain cosmology. This field has expanded rapidly and now presents several versions of a common idea. The theory suggests that our universe is a membrane that exists in a higher dimensional space. Additionally, this space is home to at least one other comparable membrane. In accordance with most models, the Big Bang was an event that occurred when our membrane collided with another, resulting in an immense release of energy that initiated the beginning of everything. In alternative perspectives, it is believed that numerous brains exist within this expansive space, potentially an immeasurable amount. This suggests the possibility of another significant explosion occurring in a distant location at this very moment. Once more, at this very moment. And thus, the story continues. However, for those who are not particularly fond of brain cosmology, it could be argued that all it accomplishes is postpone the ultimate cosmic explanation for a little while longer. The question that looms over everything, what came before, remains without an answer. The inquiry arises, for if this is merely one membrane among numerous, then what is providing accommodation for all of these membranes? And so the question arose, how did that come to be? In more recent times, various self-fulfilling models for the universe have gained popularity for this reason. For decades, the Big Bounce theory has been a topic of discussion. According to this theory, the universe's expansion will eventually slow down and reverse, causing it to compress back into a singularity. This will be followed by another Big Bang, resulting in the creation of a new universe. The rough idea has been refined by modern scientists into several more intricate variations. The British mathematician and physicist Sir Roger Penrose proposed a model called conformal cyclic cosmology. According to this model, a new Big Bang may occur in the future, but only after all or almost all matter has been depleted from the universe. This includes the eventual decay and disappearance of black holes. At this stage, the conditions may be set for another Big Bang to occur and for the cycle to begin anew. If the assumption is accurate, it may imply that prior to the occurrence of the Big Bang, there existed another universe. And prior to that, yet another, and prior to that, yet another. Multiple Big Bangs have essentially subdivided all in this scenario. One may perceive the Big Bang as a remarkable, extraordinary, and improbable occurrence. However, it is plausible that Big Bangs are typical, anticipated, and entirely mundane. According to the theory, there are cosmic eons. The current aeon is the one we are in, but it is probable that there have been multiple eons before and there will be many more after the conclusion of this one. In contemporary scientific thought, there is a slight shift in the perspective we should adopt when considering the time before the Big Bang, as seen in cyclic or Big Bounce theories and beyond. For years, the concept of the Big Bang has been portrayed as the definitive beginning, but it may be worth considering an alternative perspective. At this point in time, it appears to be the very inception of the universe. However, it remains uncertain if this is synonymous with the commencement of all existence. An ongoing debate surrounds the nature or place of time in all of this. The question arises whether time commenced at the Big Bang or if it existed prior to it. It is difficult to argue otherwise, but if it was there before, then the Big Bang cannot be the beginning of everything. The discussion concludes with a peculiar yet plausible explanation for the pre-existing state, the eternal inflation theory. In this model, which has been the subject of much debate, reality as a whole is represented by a single plane without the need for additional brains. However, there is still the possibility of multiple universes, which manifest as bubbles scattered throughout the continuously expanding base expanse. In this rendition of the story, it is possible that there are limits to our universe. However, it is believed that these limits would extend far beyond the observable extents that we are familiar with and will ever be acquainted with. Beyond all that we know, there may exist other universes, each ignited by their own Big Bang-like occurrences. In contrast to certain other models, these alternate realms are no longer directly linked to our own. And indeed, it could be fundamentally different. If the concept of the eternal part of eternal inflation holds true, then there are countless instances of it. There are countless other universes. We find ourselves in this particular place, for it has offered the ideal circumstances for our emergence. However, it is possible that the majority of the other planets may not have the necessary conditions to support life. It is possible that they could give rise to something beyond life, something that is entirely incomprehensible from our perspective. The bubbles, if connected by time, present another potential explanation for what existed prior to the Big Bang. This suggests the existence of an endless succession of alternative universes, culminating in the one we inhabit. In the end, this remains a question that science has yet to answer. There is an argument that suggests that the answer may never be known. This is because it may require a non-human, higher-dimensional perspective to attain such knowledge. For the time being, there are choices available. The possibilities for the origin of the universe are varied and intriguing. It could be a literal nothingness that gave way to something, or perhaps the collision of brains in a higher dimensional space. Some suggest a rhythmic expand and contract of all things, while others propose a never-ending cycle of returning prime conditions. Still, others see it as the latest chapter in a long, long list of universe creations. Was it truly the beginning of all things? Is it just a fleeting moment amidst a vast expanse of time, extending far beyond our limited perception? Before the Big Bang, there existed only that which was. The narrator wonders, what do you think? The narrator asks if anything was missed. The viewers are encouraged to leave their thoughts in the comment section. Additionally, they are invited to watch more videos from Unveiled. Lastly, they are reminded to subscribe and turn on notifications for the latest content. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon.